Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Habiba Aleilo. I know that my job is to simplify the web development for you so you can start building your dream project sooner. If that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. So today in this video we're going to be learning some HTML elements that are not commonly used, and they are very beautiful. See what we have on my browser here, and this looks like a border, and to tell you that this is just the work of HTML without touching CSS or any other thing. So I have then I also have some menu here where I can choose from, and aside from the fact I can choose from these, I can also type in what I want that is not even out of these options. You know, if you're familiar with drop down menu, for drop down menu you have options like this, but you need to choose from this option. There is no room for you to type in what you want. So let's say I want to type whole level, for instance. I will just include that and it's going to accept it. So it is like a form, but it can accept whatever you want to put in there, even despite that options have been provided for you. You can still put in anything that is outside your options there. So the same thing with this place. I have name of school, so I have some universities here. See, this kind of form is usually used when you're applying for, you will have come across it if you have tried to apply for any international study before, because as an international institution you don't expect any international institution to have the names of every secondary school in the world. So let's say you want to apply to a school in the US, and it's asking you for the name of your school or of your secondary school. So you will realize that they have some options inside the box, and at the same time they will give you opportunity to input whatever you want to input. So this is the kind of form that they use, not drop down menu. So if the application is opened to only people within your state, even within the whole Nigeria, you cannot say that you have every secondary school name in your data list, because we have a lot of non-registered secondary schools. We have a lot of them, a lot of private secondary schools. So it is better you use this kind of option so that anyone can input what they want there, and also the name of, okay, this is for qualification, and also the name of school. All right, and then seeing this border, and then I can also input something in between the border. Let's see how this is done in our code editor. All right, okay, so to achieve this you just need to open your HTML snippet. Then let's start inside body as usual. You put in the form element, so because that thing we want to do is form, so in case we will need to submit it, so that is why you need to declare form. So we have the form element. Then after the form element, the very first HTML element we need to use is field set. So now this is field set we are putting. So let's check our browser and see what we're gonna have there. Okay, so with just field set we have this border already. Okay, let's come back here. So after the field set, we want to create space in between the border so that we can put in our words there. And what we're going to use is HTML element known as legend. So with this legend, let's see what the result is going to be. So it has created a space here which was not there before. Did you notice? Let's check it again. Okay, so just field set, let's refresh, and then you see that there is no space on the border. So now we come back here and input legend. So having this here, it's going to create some space here. So whatever you want to put in inside this space is what is going to be the content of this legend element. Okay, for the sake of this project, we want to put educational history. And then let's come back here and review it. All right, so we have this educational history. Are you still following? Okay. Then the next thing is to have our label, because it seems if we check what we had before, the first thing we have here is qualification. So it is not an history that we just need to create a label for that. So let me paste in some code here so that we just explain straight forward. Okay, so after we have this educational history that I put it in, I opened a div to put in our label there. So in case I want to style this label later, that is why I have to create a div for it. So it's good to always have a div, like a section for every of your major elements. Are you getting it now? So I have this label, then qualification. I don't expect this to be new to you if you have learned HTML before. Then having that, we come back and declare another div again. So we now have this input. You see this, okay, like the case of drop menu. If you have come across drop menu before, you will realize that you can only, okay, let me go back. So for drop menu, if you have drop menu, you will notice that you will use the element select, then you put element options inside it, just like this. But in this case, we are not using select, we are using data list. I get now, we are using the HTML element known as data list, and then but this data list doesn't work except inside input with the attribute list. I don't know if you get it now. So input with attribute of list. So this is the attribute value list, and what is the attribute name, whatever you like. So I put qualification there. So after you have declared your input and you declared an attribute value of list, then another attribute of type. So how do you want it? Is it number? Do you want it as text? Do you want it as color? Do you want it as anything? You put it there. Then having done that, we now come and declare our data list HTML element with the same ID that matches this list. Then we put in our options. Remember, if it is drop menu, you're gonna use select and then these options as well. So that is what we have for this one qualification, and the same thing. So after we have closed the div, we come back, we come down and open the same thing. We have our label, which is the name of school. Then we move downward again to declare another input with the HTML attribute of list with whatever name you want to give your attribute. Then inside that, so it works with input attribute of list. So that is just it. Then after that, you declare inside that input, you declare your data list element, and then you include every option you have to include. Since you're going to give people options of inputting whatever they like, so you don't need to stress yourself and put too many options there, but it depends on what you want to achieve anyway. All right, so having done this, then let's see our results. Okay, so this is what we have here. If you put any letter that has to do with the options we have here, so it's gonna pop it up for you. So it's only bachelor that has B, so let's use any other one. R, bachelor has R, master has R, doctorate has R, so like that. So if you come to name of school, let's say you wrote L, so all those schools that have to do with L will show up and if you continue typing, it will keep shortening the list to what has the replicant of the two letters or whatever letters you have input there. So it's going to keep reducing them. So after I wrote LAG for instance and I put U, then going to reduce it to whatever that has lag, then also have U or something like that, right? And as I've said before, that it is not compulsory you use text, you can as well use any type. So let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, let's say let me come here and change this text to let's say color. So color, but you know that when you have color like this as the type, then the options will be slightly different. It's not going to be these options, but immediately you come here, it's going to change from this. So this is what we have here now as color. So it's going to show many options of color. You can come here and have all this. So if you want to work on what is it called, RGB or those hex, then you can come here and change it. So it is just as beautiful as that. So you can use color, you can declare any input type at all that you like, is what you can use this form to achieve. Alright, thank you for watching till the end. I so much appreciate your patience, and if this is something you actually love, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be sharing more of beautiful and interesting lessons with you on web development. So please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification button. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section, and you can as well drop if you are impressed with this kind of video, please drop it in the comment section. Let me know you actually love it. Like this video and help share with your friends and family. I will so much appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.